This podcast contains profanity and explicit material from the outset,
which may not be suitable for children or sensitive adults.
The views expressed are made in humour and are not designed to offend.
Now sit back and enjoy.
Hello again, everyone. It's been a couple of weeks since the Dutloff Pass incident episode. So I thought I'd send another one to your ear holes a lot quicker this time. If you've been following the Instagram page, you'll know this is the second time I've tried to record this one, with the last lot of recording becoming a jumbled mess lost to the ether. Positive part of that tragedy is that I found some more research to add to the script, so it is a win-win for everybody. Anyway, on this episode, we are diving into the weird and wonderful world of the Voynich Manuscript. What is the Voynich Manuscript? I hear you screaming at your device and or headphones, car or otherwise. Never fear, I'll attempt to reduce your irrational concerns shortly, but first, Fireside Chats is proud to have their first sponsor for the year. That sponsor is Gaijin Distillery. Now, Gaijin Distillery are a new small batch distillery out of Moorabbin in Victoria, Australia. And they have just launched their Victoria Dry Gin as a first batch release, and it tastes amazing. It's flavour bursting with orange peel and limes, accompanied by pepperberry and kumquat. And you've got to love yourself some kumquat. They're on Instagram, so go and follow their page and tell them we sent you. And their website is also live and taking orders, so head over to www.gaijindistillery.com.au and pick yourself up their first batch of Victoria Dry Gin now. And Gaijin is spelled Gaijin. It's gaijindistillery.com.au. Anyway, last episode on the Dutloff Pass, I had heaps of fun writing it and recording it, and it was a lot longer than the first one we did last year. So by that logic, this time next year, these things will be bloody 3 hours long, so be prepared for those ones. I'm going to try and pick off the beaten track stories to talk about as we do more of these short form episodes. The Dutloff Pass incident was one of those stories that sits in the periphery and doesn't really get much time in the sunshine. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it's because of the possible involvement by that particular country's government that enough interference has been generated to push it out of the mainstream. And also, as I said at the beginning of the episode, if you've been following the Instagram page, you'll realise that I've been whoring myself off to other podcasts and doing some guest spots. I've done some stuff with the Creepy Crap podcast with Danny, as well as I recently had the pleasure of being a guest on the Cheers Big Ears podcast. I had a great time with Chad and Matt from the Cheers Big Ears podcast. We had a few issues with Riverside FM, which was the recording program rather, and the internet gremlins turned up to fuck around in the Matrix. But, and that being said, we had heaps of laughs, and we'll be definitely doing another one together soon. So if you haven't already, head over to the Instagram page and give them some love, and I'll put their link in the show notes to who they are. Also, like last time, we promoted a couple of other podcasts that you should be listening to, and this episode will be no different. So expect a couple of short ads in the middle of the story, and their links will also be in the show notes of the episode as well. Right, time to get on with today's story, and you know what that means. Cue random ambient background noise. Scary, isn't it? Imagine you're searching through an old second-hand bookstore, surrounded by the scent of aged paper and the soft rustle of turning pages. As you browse the shelves, a dusty old tome catches your eye. Its weathered cover adorned with mysterious symbols and faded illustrations. Intrigued, you pull the book from its resting place, feeling the weight of history in your hands. Little do you know you've stumbled upon the Voynich Manuscript, a relic of centuries past, cloaked in mystery and waiting to reveal its secrets. The Voynich Manuscript is a handwritten book dating back to the 15th century, filled with strange illustrations in an unknown script. Named after Wilfred Voynich, the Polish-American antiquarian bookseller who acquired it in 1912, the manuscript has become one of the most studied and debated texts in history. The Voynich Codex measures 22.5 by 16 centimeters, or 8.9 inches by 6.3 inches for our American friends, and contains 102 heavily illustrated parchment folios, about 234 pages. The manuscript is divided into 6 sections based on the illustrations, since as of yet the language has not been deciphered. These sections are botany, astronomy and astrology, biology, cosmology, pharmaceutical, and a section of continuous text with decoration marking the beginning of short entries thought to be a recipe book. The illustrations in the botanical section, the largest section of the manuscript, consist of 113 large, detailed, colourful drawings of plants and herbs, with text carefully written around the imagery. The next section is 12 pages of astronomy and astrology drawings, arrangements of stars, the sun, the moon, with some pages featuring zodiac symbols. The third section contains drawing of nude women intertwined with and connected by tubes and what appear to be flowing fluids. The fourth section, cosmology, is composed of drawings of 9 medallions filled with stars and other shapes. The pharmaceutical section returns again to plants and herbs and depicts what are thought to be medicinal plants. This section differs from the botany section that in many pages include drawings of elaborate jars or bottles, and in some cases many types of herbs appear on a single page. Although the images are more or less decipherable, as much time and effort has been spent by scholars and scientists determining the types of herbs and other plants, the text surrounding it has proved otherwise. Numerous scholars, linguists, cryptologists and other intrigued parties have attempted to decode the unknown script with little to no success. It is not known where or exactly when the manuscript was created, though extensive research has suggested it was made somewhere in Central Europe, and radiocarbon dating has assigned it to the early 15th century. One long-standing theory that was debunked by radiocarbon dating conducted in 2009 was it was written by 13th century English scientist Roger Bacon. The first owner of the manuscript may have been Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, who reigned from 1576 to 1611. If Rudolph did indeed own it, one hypothesis is that he purchased it for 600 ducats from mathematician and occultist John Dee, although this theory has not been thoroughly substantiated.
Introducing Pods Are Us, your one-stop shop for discovering your next favorite podcast. Our top 10 picks are updated weekly, so be sure to check in regularly. Who knows, you might stumble upon the next big thing. Tune in now and dive into a world of endless entertainment. Follow us on Instagram for daily podcast recommendations. And let's discuss your favorite. Pods Are Us, your go-to resource for podcast discovery.
It is known for certain that the manuscript was owned by Rudolph II's court chemist and pharmacist, Jacobus Horrecki de Tumnesci, which I've probably completely slaughtered, but I don't care, who left his signature, which was detected with ultraviolet light, on a folio in the book. The manuscript's modern history begins in 1912, when it was acquired by Wilfred Voynich, as I said, a Polish-American antiquarian bookseller, who acquired it from a Jesuit college in Italy. He stumbled upon the manuscript whilst browsing through a selection of rare books, and he immediately recognised its potential significance. The most puzzling aspect of the manuscript is its unknown script, known as the Voynich script, consisting of 25 to 30 distinct characters arranged in a flowing cursive style. The script has confounded linguists and cryptographers for centuries. Now intrigued by its mysterious contents and unknown script, Voynich himself dedicated much of his life to studying and promoting the manuscript. Upon Voynich's acquisition of the manuscript, it became well known as its moniker at the moment, the Voynich Manuscript, and entered the realm of public awareness. He attempted to decipher the script and unravel its mysteries, but ultimately met with little success. After Voynich's death in 1930, the manuscript passed into the hands of various collectors and institutions, where it continues to baffle and intrigue scholars and enthusiasts to this day.
Hey going everyone, I'm Danny Boy. I'm the host of one of Australia's favourite horror podcasts, the Creepy Crap Podcast. The show is quick, it's simple and it's Australian. The show covers a wide range of horror movies, from the good to the bad, the new to the old, and every second episode is an Australian movie, whether it be horror, exploitation or something else. The podcast has got it all. And if you want to follow it, you can get it at TikTok, Instagram, Discord and YouTube. You can get it all at one word at the Creepy Crap Podcast. I'm even on Letterboxd at Creepy Crap Pod. The show is on all the major podcast apps, so if you feel like showing some love, if you're willing, I'd love a 5-star review, but no pressure. I don't know what else to say, but thanks for listening to me. Hope you check out the podcast. It's the Creepy Crap Podcast. Anyway, have a good bloody day. See you later.
Scholars have proposed various theories about the origin and purpose of the Voynich manuscript. Some believe it to be the work of a medieval alchemy or natural philosophy, intending to convey esoteric knowledge about the natural world. Others have speculated it could be a hoax or a cipher designed to conceal sensitive information, such as the identity of its author or the secrets of a clandestine society. Researchers continue to analyse its text and illustrations, hoping to unlock the secrets hidden within its pages. However, at the time of recording this episode, no breakthroughs have been made, and the mystery of the manuscript endures. As we conclude our exploration of the Voynich manuscript, one thing is certain: the mystery persists. Whether it's a relic of a bygone era, an elaborate hoax, or something beyond our comprehension, the Voynich manuscript continues to captivate and perplex, reminding us of the boundless mysteries that await discovery in the annals of history. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the story of the Voynich manuscript. Until next time, remember to like and subscribe to the Three Little Pigs podcast, wherever you listen to normally. Bye.